Now you got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, boost, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges, like Canelo.
You're looking for the big one.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for,
A recent leak of Jaron Boots Ennis' intense training footage, and his response wasn't just casual. It was a clear statement. Crawford, known for being calm and calculated, sent out a message that felt more like a warning than a comment. Because while Boots has been grinding hard, training like a man obsessed with proving he's the next big thing in boxing, Crawford made sure to remind everyone why he's still sitting comfortably at the top. This isn't about social media hype or call-outs anymore. For Crawford, it's about legacy, respect, and setting the record straight. As he said before, there are levels to this game. Everything started when new clips of Jaron Boots Ennis training hit the internet earlier this week. And honestly, fans went wild. In the video, Boots looked like a machine, his hand speed was unreal, his reflex drills looked superhuman, and his footwork had that same sharpness people use to compare only to a prime Crawford. The video quickly blew up on social media platforms like X, YouTube, and Instagram. Fans couldn't stop commenting things like, "The next bud is here," and "Crawford 2.0 has entered the chat." Even big names in boxing joined the conversation. Promoter Eddie Hearn praised Ennis, calling him the new Crawford, and saying that a matchup between the two would be the biggest and most exciting fight in American boxing today. Now everyone's watching closely, wondering if this growing tension could be the start of something massive in the sport. He's cool and letting his fists do the talking, but this time, he didn't stay quiet. During a recent interview right after a press conference, a reporter decided to stir the pot a little. He pulled out his phone, showed Crawford the viral footage of Jaron Boots and his training, and asked, "What do you think about Boots' latest clips? A lot of people are calling him the next you." Crawford didn't hesitate. He smirked, leaned back, and calmly said, "If he's the next me, then he's still got a long climb ahead. People talk about highlights. I talk about history. He's in the gym hitting pads. I'm in the record books beating legends." That response wasn't just a clever comeback. It was a shot fired. Crawford made it clear that experience, legacy, and proven greatness still separate him from everyone else trying to take his crown. For him, this isn't some back and forth made for YouTube views or social media buzz. This is about reminding the boxing world that while new names may rise, the throne still belongs to the man who earned it. Crawford's record speaks for itself. 42 wins, no losses, 31 knockouts, and now a 5-division world champion. After dismantling Canelo Alvarez to become the undisputed king at 168 pounds, he's not just defending titles, he's defending an era.
Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
In boxing history has done what Crawford just accomplished. Not Mayweather, not Pacquiao, not even Canelo. That's why when Jaron Boots Ennis' camp started mentioning his name alongside Crawford's, it struck a nerve. It wasn't just another call-out. It was a challenge to everything Crawford has built. Promoter Eddie Hearn has been fueling the hype, calling a Crawford versus Ennis showdown the fight for American boxing, and fans everywhere are starting to believe it's destiny. But here's the truth. Crawford knows exactly how dangerous Boots is. He's watched the tapes, seen the speed, the power, and the hunger. He's not brushing it off or pretending Boots isn't a threat. Crawford's not scared. He's just realistic. He understands that if this fight ever happens, it won't be a walk in the park. It'll be a real test, a clash between experience and ambition, between a proven legend and a rising force who's desperate to take his spot. And that's exactly why fans can't stop.
He'll be tight at 54 tomorrow. People think that when you move up in weight, all of a sudden it's easy. He's massive. He will 100% go to 168 at some point. So right there, you've got a 4-division championship. But I don't want him just to be a 4-division champion. I want him to be undisputed in those, because I think he's the natural progressor to Terence Crawford. I think he's of the same kind of ability as Terence Crawford. And what Crawford's done is amazing, because he was undisputed in 3 weight classes.
Yeah, you got to prove it in a ring.
Of course you have. It's not very well me saying it, but you've got to prove it in a ring. But you've also, people know in boxing. So everyone's always known how good Crawford was. But it took him a long time to get the opportunities to prove it. We've got to make sure that we're not 36, 37, 38 when we're getting those opportunities. Because if Boots can get it at 29, 30, he's going to be around 34, 35. He lives a clean life. Do you know what I mean? I think this guy, I truly believe, I think he could be one of the all-time greats.
Then he doubled down, calling Boots the new Crawford.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how great he is.
And that's where Bud decided to drop another message, straight from Omaha. You can't copy greatness, you can only chase it. I don't do new versions. There's one Bud Crawford and I'm still active.
He's not me.
Yeah.
You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So
yeah. Tim had said comparison that like he's like a Chrysler 300 and you're like a Bentley.
Yeah, like
It'll be a real test, a clash between experience and ambition, between a proven legend and a rising force who's desperate to take his spot. And that's exactly why fans can't stop talking about it. Interview 4. And that's when Crawford decided to send one more message straight from his hometown of Omaha, a reminder that couldn't be clearer. He said, "You can't copy greatness. You can only chase it. I don't do new versions. There's one Bud Crawford, and I'm still active." It wasn't just a quote. It was a statement of dominance. Crawford wanted everyone, especially Boots and his camp, to know that he's not some retired legend to be compared to. He's still right here, still fighting, still winning. In other words, while others might be trying to follow his path, Crawford's still paving his own. It's his way of saying that greatness can't be imitated, and anyone trying to wear his crown will have to earn it the hard way. Inside.
You know, obviously we're here in Philadelphia, Boots Ennis, Eddie, a couple other people, you know, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford, and obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford, I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence is his own fighter, but I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done, so nothing to talk about.
The moment Crawford's message hit the internet, the comment sections across every platform exploded. On X, YouTube, and Instagram, debates broke out instantly. Half the fans were convinced that Jaron Boots Ennis is the future of boxing, a new generation ready to take over. The other half stood firm behind Crawford, saying he's still untouchable, still the pound-for-pound king, and nowhere near done yet. It turned into one of those rare moments where the boxing world felt completely split. Young energy versus proven greatness, the promise of what's coming next versus the dominance of what already is. And as the arguments continue to flood timelines and group chats, one thing's clear. Both names are now locked together in the kind of rivalry that keeps the sport alive and fans on edge.
World-class fighter. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in compass to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So, yeah, he definitely did say that too. Exactly. Yeah.
We ain't worrying about, right now we ain't worrying about Crawford. We're going to clean 147 now, and then we're going to move to 154. If he's there and he got a belt, we coming after him. Simple as that.
One thing is becoming crystal clear. This rivalry might not stay just talk for much longer. The tension between Crawford and Ennis has been building with every interview, every post, and every highlight clip. Fans can feel it, and the boxing world can sense it too. It's no longer just about comparisons or respect. It's starting to feel like the build-up to something real. Focus on Jaron Ennis, because the numbers alone tell a powerful story. He's sitting at an incredible 34 wins, with 30 of those coming by knockout. That kind of finishing rate doesn't happen by accident. It's proof of pure power and precision. He's a former unified welterweight champion, and earlier this year, he added even more gold to his collection by defeating Imantas Stanionis to become both the WBA and Ring Magazine champion at 154 pounds. And here's the kicker. He's only 28 years old.
More than one time, yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with him. We have history because 14 years ago, his older brother, Ennis, helped me for when I fought Shane Mosley and Alfonso Gomez. So that's why we have history with the Ennis family, and I'm very grateful with him taking the time and go there and give me some work.
As a sparring partner before stepping into the ring with Terence Crawford. That alone says a lot. When one of the greatest fighters of this era chooses you to sharpen his game, it means your talent is undeniable. Boots' speed, power, and movement were supposed to mimic what Canelo expected from Crawford.
Ennis is the guy to give Crawford like trouble in there if they were ever to fight?
I think that would be a great fight. You know, the young, hungry lion versus the legend. That would be a hell of a fight. Maybe 160. If it's a vacant title at 160, I think that they can make that happen for sure. I think it just has to make sense for both parties. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if there's a vacant belt, Crawford's gonna want to be 6th division champion, and then he'll make Ennis move up to 160. I think they could do it at 160.
Even when Jaron Ennis is being used to sharpen the skills of the very best, Crawford still comes out sharper. It's not just about speed or power. It's about experience, precision, and instincts that only come from years at the top. Crawford doesn't just match his opponents. He outthinks them, outmaneuvers them, and proves time and again why he's considered one of the most complete fighters in the sport. While Boots is rising and learning, Crawford is still the benchmark everyone measures themselves against.
Consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight.
Nope. I ain't going down 154.
Crawford.
Even Jaron Ennis showed respect where it was due. In an interview with Ariel Helwani, he said, "He just beat Canelo, the face of boxing, so that makes Crawford the face of boxing right now." Boots was honest about what he's learning from Crawford's path. moving up divisions, taking on bigger opponents, staying sharp in the gym year-round, and to his credit, he's looking unstoppable. His debut at 154 pounds against Luis Mal Lima was nothing short of domination, sending a clear message that he's ready to face bigger and tougher challenges.
Great, Bud always been like that. Without a question, sour. You know what I'm saying? Sour.
You think there's anything left for him, Coach, or is it time for Bud to move on? Or
I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next.
160, you can see him fight 160.
I wouldn't do nothing crazy. He looked at excellent. Hey, he looked at excellent.
Is there anybody?
No, I'm trying to figure out what their team gonna do next. I want to see what's
He's
next.
talking about 160, Coach. I mean, the only thing down there is maybe like a middleweight tournament, 2 fights undisputed, something like that. But if not that, then what for Bud?
Who?
Well, they were talking about Jaron Ennis going to 160, possibly going Jaron Ennis going to 160.
If he go to 160, then we got another mega fight.
You think that's a mega fight?
I don't know that yet, but I'm saying, and the boxing fans that know boxing would say that's another mega fight.
What would?
Crawford is at that stage in his career where every fight is chess, not checkers. He's not just reacting, he's planning, predicting, and thinking 3 moves ahead of everyone else in the ring. Boots might have incredible speed and raw talent, but Crawford's experience and ring IQ give him an edge that goes far beyond physical ability. Interview 12. Team Crawford is clear. They believe Boots hasn't earned the right to step into the big leagues just yet. In their eyes, he's still in his prospect phase, learning and proving himself before he can even think about challenging someone of Crawford's caliber. Every knockout and title is impressive, but experience and legacy can't be rushed. On the other side, Team Ennis has a very different story. They claim Crawford is holding back, afraid to pass the torch to the next generation. To them, it looks like the veteran champ is dodging a fight he should welcome, keeping the spotlight and legacy all to himself. This clash of opinions is what keeps the debate heated and makes the Crawford versus Ennis narrative one of the most talked about storylines in boxing right now.
Man,
Yeah.
Budget man.
Yeah.
You know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. You know niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terence different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Boots ain't different or you know, not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, you know, Terence, just like he said, man, he been battle tested before. Terence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terence is just not motivated enough.
That's why he's made it clear he's only taking fights that are truly life-changing from this point on. He's not dodging Jaron Boots Ennis. He's simply waiting for the right moment, the right payday, and the legacy-defining stakes to make it worth stepping into the ring. Right now, a fight with Boots isn't about money. It's about skill, and in that department, it could be the most dangerous challenge on the table. After defeating Canelo Alvarez, the man often called boxing's cash cow, Crawford achieved the extraordinary. He unified 3 divisions, conquered 5 weight classes, and thoroughly outclassed one of the sport's biggest names. That kind of resume doesn't just make you great.
That's the fight that everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so
I understand it, but don't lie or capture the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said we never heard nothing else back about it. So I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but don't be capping on the net.
But his message couldn't be clearer. He's not ready to hand over the throne to anyone. He's not out there chasing headlines or the next big name. He's focused on defending his kingdom. Every fight, every move, every statement is a reminder that the crown still belongs to him. While the new generation rises and calls for their shot, Crawford is standing firm, proving that true champions aren't replaced. They're respected, feared, and remembered.
A whole lot of sense in a fight that stylistically would be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis.
I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
At 154 pounds, fighters like Sebastian Fondora or Carlos Adams. Each win he racks up will only increase the pressure on Crawford, making the potential matchup between the two even more unavoidable. Meanwhile, Crawford is carefully weighing his options. Rumors swirl about possible fights with Gennady Golovkin, Janibek Alimkhanuly, or even another showdown with Canelo. But one thing is absolutely certain. If the fight with Boots ever happens, it won't just be another match. It will define an era. Because no matter how high Boots rises, there's only one peak left at the very top of the mountain. And that peak has a name: Terence "Bud" Crawford. Is Jaron "Boots" Ennis truly ready to step into the ring with Terence Crawford? Or is Bud's message a clear reminder that the throne isn't given, it's earned? I want to hear what you think, so drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Fight Field for more in-depth boxing analysis, updates, and debates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.